useless, even if he has been nerfed into the ground.
Also, the interesting thing about the Sylas pickup here is it meant that we got to wait until the last.
That feels really bad, as there's the flash in. They are getting something done here as Nuclear, no flash, no life, first blood for Turkey on the
Storylines for this team is hold it.
Yeah, we're fighting again. Nuclear is at full health, but Beryl not so good. Flashes forward, Shield of Daybreak, Tolerant, battle dancing to try and get out one more auto, and Nuclear's gonna answer back.
TP?
Bottom side, we got teleports, we got a party on the bottom side. 3 versus 2, Nuclear's dead once again. Is it gonna be a double? I think the answer's gonna be yes, and Royal Youth are attacking the weakness of Damwon beautifully in this early.
And they try to play it. You can see, pretty much written in stone, TP behind him. Things.
Canyon looking for a potential game in the mid lane. Pulls on cooldown here as Nogari throws down a defensive Hemo Plague. Tides of Blood in. We'll see whether he actually turns it around as we... Yeah. At the same time, we've got all 3 lanes being shoved, in fact. Pilot topside as the quickness comes in. Shield of Daybreak's going to put a stop to it as Closer dives on in. That's a great ulti that's going to run around the Baron pit, but I don't think it's enough damage. That's the kill under the Kiana. Just destroyed as Pilot has to flash in Nuclear. As if he stuns him, there's going to be Killer Instinct opportunity, but he's not going to be able to because there's just no one there to get any CC, so he's eating Royal Youth. Just steal away the Infernal Drip.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You saw Damwon was set up. I was like, ah.
But does see him on a ward.
But in time to get the plates for Nuclear, which I think is the big thing right now, because Kaisa was not doing well in between a lot of those items, just sitting with the BF sword. So that was some very much needed gold for Nuclear, the safe dive, and he's buying time for Royal Youth on the other side of the map. So cross map, Royal Youth out trading. I don't know what he was doing.
It's a bothersome ability for a commentator.
You're like looking for Leona. Where
I know, right? Where is she? She was in the mid lane.
I think it was against the minion.
It's gonna get a nerf, all right? You heard the stories about Nogari is we've got an ultimate into the wall, looking for the one-shot and Closer finds it all too easy onto Canyon, and that's not all they're saying here as Beryl goes down to about half health. Showmaker trying to return the favor as Nogari does get forward. Big stun there, finds the backline as Beryl goes golden, but there's a Vladimir now here. Kiana gets a second kill, the Hemo Plague onto 2, but they've moved out of the way of the Vlad, and Damwon, they just loose started. Pilot does get slowed down, but remember, does still have the ultimate, and they just brute force the outer turret in the mid lane, not wanting any more, and less here today. So they have a lot of Baron vision, and that's a decent grand entrance. Canyon just insta-pops him, though. Nothing that he can do about that one. Supreme display of talent might be a problem, but Nuclear has the heal, keeps himself alive. Closer, running the hell out of there, as now we've got 2 different fights, and it's being won for the moment. Shield trying to get the work done. Kingslayer is going to keep him healthy as low health bars. On Damwon's side, it's pretty clean, but Nuclear is going to go down. They're chasing after the Croc, but it looks like he's created enough distance. And Showmaker pops back to the distortion, destroys the Sylas, and finally Damwon.
Artist on that Renekton looked like he might have turned the fight, but again, the mobility came in, and it was slivers of health from Damwon to walk away. Caster curse. Sorry, Armand.
Yeah, you certainly didn't need. Probably, in a lot of analysts' eyes, better than 3 Ocean Drakes.
I mean, if we're constantly ducking in and out of fights, I'd give it to the Ocean.
I guess it's all right. As Supreme deploy talent, and see you later, Showmaker, Closer.
Kiana being banned, that you just forget how quickly she can move on a map.
Well, Beryl actually out of position here. Not going to find too much, but does get the Zenith Blade, which is largely defensive, not defensive enough, as he's taken down by...
Closer was the make or break difference for while Royal Youth are here.
That is another pop. Canyon eventually goes golden as we've got a huge ult into the wall once again, but Kiana's dead as the Supreme display of talent goes down. Hemo Plague into the backline, but Beryl's already dead, and Pilot with a double kill, but Nogari at full health. Keep your eye on him. All of the damage still up for Damwon as Nuclear is flashing into 3 people, but is still going to survive, and Damwon are angry. They don't want to lose team fights like this, but it's an even one in the end.
And you can see those windows where Royal Youth are like, we've got it, we've done them, we've beat them, we can transition into a Baron, but then it's like the final bosses show up and do this.
For Pilot, nope, not gonna find him.
Thinking about the setup, and it's Damwon Gaming who are just going back into mid lane, getting priority, shoving it out, and then moving in and clearing out the vision. And because Royal Youth aren't taking account of their lane,
they have had control of these side waves much more effectively as Closer tries to do it once more. I don't think it's gonna work though, as Canyon just closes the gap. And Amit's gonna have to slice his way out. Shield also trying to abduct, but that's a really nice hijack soul. That's a lot of damage onto this Baron as well. Already down to half health as Amit Dominus pre-popped to start this one up. He's sliced in, he's dicing out as the Baron is dead for Damwon Gaming. The Solar Flare comes in, he tries to commit to it, but the Crocodile was already dead. At all, but you get more wards. We love playing with wards, Frosco, as we've got another team fight as well, and that is a very dead Showmaker.
Didn't check the time.
A little bit overly ambitious there and didn't actually have his timepiece available as there's the Feather Storm. So much damage, but Nuclear dive bombs into the backline and gets himself the triple.
Was that really Nuclear's damage, though, or was that...
No, it was not, but he was the one that had his name on the triple kill, all right?
I'm pretty sure that was the Vladimir damage. You saw the Spellbinder, the Void Staff, the hat, and the timepiece come out, and this boy hits like a truck. Look at that.
Yep, this is a 1v2, not one, mate. Oh, dear. Noguri just turns around and kills him. That can be your shoes this time. That's what the Crocodile's turning into as Nuclear turns up towards the bottom side, and Closer is already out of there. 1 kill away from an ace as the inner turret is going to be falling bot side and mid. And now the inhibitor turret going to be the next one on the chopping block.
And what felt like a very back and forth game in terms of the fights, the fact that Royal Youth did not go silently, that they kept trying to stand up, take their shots at Damwon Gaming, got a couple of cheeky ones in there on the bot lane, but eventually, like you said, Damwon just fell back to their macro, fell back to their micro, and are now just brute forcing this game away from Royal Youth.
Yeah, it's looking pretty scary. 2 inhibitors go down, and now all of a sudden, that gold lead has ballooned to the tune of 11,000, and no longer do we have the advantage with the Infernal Drakes because that was evened out. Tolerant still actually looking for more as that's a solar flare. It's going to land onto Pilot. Can they kill him before he can? Yes, they certainly can. 4 members down here, and you don't go chasing up a very dark lane when there's potentially Damwon Gaming members waiting, and now it looks like they might be just trying to go for the end of the game. Only 1 member down, but it is Pilot. He's certainly a lot of the damage here for this squad. Did have those 3 items that we talk about so often. And now the siege is on. Tolerant tries to find the CC, but he's not going to be able to. Noguri goes into his pool, but Tolerant's still alive for now. Nexus turret not so lucky. Still, 1 more does remain, and Canyon makes his way back in. He's got a GA. He can actually use that to try and get aggressive onto this last remaining turret.
They want a style.
Oh, yes. As in he goes, he's in the fountain, tries to get the 1-shot onto Closer, but can't actually do it. The Nexus turret not going to be so lucky, as now the Nexus is that focus done when it took longer than a lot of people expected, but they will be able to win their first game at Worlds. This team qualifies in 2019.